Biogen shares soaring today on positive phase 3 results for its experimental Alzheimer's disease drug. That sparked a slew of upgrades and also lifted other healthcare stocks like Eli Lilly, which hit an all-time high. Our next guest calls the Biogen news a categorical win for the space. Let's bring in Oppenheimer healthcare sector specialist Jared Holtz. Jared, great to see you. The expectations for this drug were high. The results were even better than what was expected.
I think they were kind of middle of the ground, Mel. When you look at how the stock was trading into it, much closer to a 52-week low than a 52-week high. And these Alzheimer's trials are obviously, very difficult. We've been going, years and years without anything that's looked really good, according to a lot of doctors and, a lot of people on Wall Street. So I think the bar was kind of like middle of the ground, and this exceeded it. We're just going to have to kind of see whether Eisai and Biogen are going to be able to execute on their plan to launch this drug. And then the other thing that we're kind of, not worried about, but concerned from a competitive standpoint is what some of the other competitive data sets look like from Eli Lilly and Roche, which are both coming up.
Yeah, and we saw those stocks pop. And so I'm wondering, is it the right thing for investors to extrapolate the good results of Biogen's drug onto the other drug makers? I mean, are the mechanisms similar? How is that accurate to do?
Yeah, they're fairly similar. I think especially when investors look at the Roche drug, rather the Lilly drug and the Biogen drug are fairly similar. I think when you look at Roche, it's a little bit nuanced versus the other two. But I think in general, the way that investors are looking at this is, do the trial designs look similar? Is the powering sufficient enough to produce good results, in which we saw that was the case with the Biogen data today or last night when it was released. So I think categorically, when we look across, the space, I think most investors are looking at these as much more similar than different. And that's why you got the outcomes today.
It's Karen. Thanks for being on. Let me ask you sort of a tangential question. So UNH, a number of the insurers were down a lot this morning and then turned around and ended up on the day. Is that because of the fear of how much it would cost them to offer this drug, and then maybe they wouldn't have to? Is that why it rallied?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely part of it. There was some concern early on that once the drug was on the market, which is about a year from now, it would open the floodgates. But there are so many things to think about prior to that, Karen, in terms of, exactly when the drugs are going to be launched, what the price point is going to be, who the players are going to be. It's going to be Biogen, and hopefully, for patients, there's going to be, a bunch of other players, what that looks like. And so I think if we're talking about, are there going to be payer pressures because a new market opens, I would venture to guess the answer would be yes, but probably not so significant that these companies can't, meaning the managed care companies can't figure out how they're going to deal with it over the next couple of years.
Is there more upside for Biogen from here, even after the 40% pop?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, Biogen shares, I believe, were right about this level a year ago. So I think most investors, if they had known that they were going to get positive phase 3 data here, would have imagined that the stock would be higher, when you look at it over a year basis. Plus, it's kind of like trading right in line with the pharmaceutical group in general. I'm not sure what the multiple is right now, but, roughly in line with, large cap pharma and large cap biotech. I really do think that, when we look at this from a high level perspective, it's a huge market. This has been the holy grail, so to speak, for biotech for a number of years. Nothing has worked. So I do think there's going to be some nitpicking around the competitive dynamic and pricing, but we know the market is there. I think that will allow Biogen to go up just based on the narrative alone.
Jared, great to speak with you. Thank you.
You too. Thanks.
Jared Holtz. Guy, you were just saying the commercial break that yesterday you had an internal dilemma when giving the final trade, Amgen versus Biogen.
I have a lot of internal dilemmas, as you know.
One of the internal dilemmas you had.
Yeah, last night happened to be this one. But listen, in terms of Biogen, trading now at 16 times next year's numbers, which is relatively cheap. I think why the stock didn't rally more is because people remembered the summer of last year when it traded to 400 on similar news. And then the next thing you know, 6 months later, it was trading in half. So valuation is compelling. It's a great company. What I find amazing was the move in Eli Lilly today, which is rallying to new all-time highs, still at a decent valuation. UBS upgraded the stock, I think, on September 22nd, $363 price target, because they're de-risking of their diabetes drug. So we have been steadfast in Eli Lilly. You stay with Eli Lilly.
Eli Lilly just had that upgrade recently, right?
Yes.
And part of the notion was that the Alzheimer drug was not even priced into that upgrade. And so here we are. We have this call option.
I know. I was kind of surprised how much it was up. I mean, at one point it was up, I don't know, 10%. Yeah, I mean, I'm long Eli Lilly. I like it a lot. It's really, for me, driven by tirzepatide and just thinking that that's the holy grail. Weight loss, right.
Yeah. Courtney?
I think what's interesting about this, too, is right now we're getting this really good data coming out, and so that's what's boosting the stock. But the second piece of this is going to be it needs to go through Medicare, because we've seen this before where there's been some promising drugs and then it doesn't get through the Medicare reimbursement program. And just to put this in perspective, Medicare it covers, what, like 64 million people, and most people with Alzheimer's are on Medicare. So that's why these drugs need to get through the Medicare reimbursement program. I think that's going to be the second piece of the story.